dogs and I are in Cornwall for a couple of days, having a lovely time. While we're here, we've got the Cornwall Camping Show going on. I've no idea how big or small this event is. I don't think it's overly big. It's basically Newquay Camping and Leisure don't have space to show all their tents and products off, so they do so here. So I think we're going to go and have a look around. The waffle menu, that's always dangerous. Okay, I think we'll come back and look at the accessories after. The only thing I am allowing myself, if it's at a reasonable price, is the Vango Shangri-La mattress. I'm missing mine like mad. I had it for 2 to 3 years, tried to replace it last year, bought one off shop floor, got back to camp, it had a slit in it, so replaced it with something else as they didn't have any alternatives. But I need one of these in my life again. They are just so ridiculously comfortable. Hey, so I went round to go outdoors the other day. These are primarily got different rates. The Antara 4Air 650 XL. That is one decent sized tent. Free carpet footprint studio. We're talking 1,600 for this one. So we're talking price wise, that much more. But these are big tents, they're good quality. Vango air beam. Lovely front section. And fully enclosable. I might have to stop and start filming a little bit today just because obviously it's a lot busier here. Now looking around, these are good quality. This is good quality fabric. Not as much as that really decent one we saw at Go Outdoors. The sort of canvasy, that was higher quality, but this is pretty decent. Blackout bedrooms are standard. You've got 3 bedrooms in there if you want, with the extra pods. So this one we're looking at 1,200 with the carpet and the footprint. Things like the windows, nice quality. You've got a decent height in here as well. That is impressive. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, I really like this front section. You could easily get your table, you could actually sit in here properly and eat and cook. Similar sort of ilk, not as large a front section, but larger living section. Oh, there we go, Savannah 600, now 850 with the carpet and footprint. The poled version 530. Okay, so it looks like one they're discontinuing. Again, decent height, not the same quality of fabric as we've just seen. There really is a lot of case with these of you get what you pay for. XL collection would imply very good quality. And straight away the difference in that fabric is massive. $950, that's not bad with the carpet and the footprint. You've got really decent amount of room in here. You've got side doors, we've got the front doors, you've got 2 side doors here. Again, very decent large front section there. All these beams are good quality, they sit nicely, they sit flat on the ground. It's the little things. This is what I miss from one of my previous tents. Pockets to put the guys in. It makes a difference, it makes packing up and things all so much easier. Right, I think we'll go around the outer to start with. Yeah, let's just have a look at those pockets over here. No, correction, they aren't pockets for the guys. These are just covers for the air beams. So that is something, the only thing I'd suggest they add. I really miss having little mesh pockets. That's a Vango poled tent. And it is poles. The Air version 670, Pold version 445, both with carpet and footprint. Nice size. Yeah, we've got down though in quality of material. I like the look of that. So you haven't got the enclosed front in the same way. You've got your enclosed living section and almost a front on the back. Now actually, looking at that, that's a 500. That has got less living than my Berghaus 400. So that is worth bearing in mind. And obviously this front section can't be sealed off. So that is worth noting. But a 380 with the carpet and the footprint. Oh, sorry, correction, that's the Pold version. 380, 525. Yeah, this one comparing to the Berghaus, I'd go with Berghaus. But as we know, a lot of this is personal preference. That's where he sits over the same bit of the Pold version. It is quite windy here today, so it's nice to see them all standing up pretty well. We've got Outdoor Revolution Atom. Again, decent size. We have not got that quality of material here. There's your prices. You can seal the whole front section in this one. So again, for a 600, yes, there is. I've got to be real, there is more living space in here than my 400. And a bigger bedroom, that's a decent sized bedroom. You have got this enclosed section. Yeah, that's really quite a nice tent. Just bearing in mind fabric's not quite up to the same quality. Outdoor Revolution again. So this one's got a front porch section that we can't seal up. These bedrooms are a decent size and they sit nicely. They're not bagging in. That's the only thing about some of the Berghaus. The bedrooms can bag in at back there and these don't seem to, which is nice. But back to not such great quality windows, etc. And I really don't like these windows that come up from the bottom. Again, personal preference, but you're just putting something there for dogs and children to get tangled up in. Okay, let's carry on. Outdoor Revolution oxygen airframe, so same but on a massive scale. This is one large tent. So the Kalahari, you've got your 3 bedrooms here, but you can take out the panels, which would make 1 large bedroom or 2 smaller ones. You've then got a separate bedroom compartment with its own door to the outside. If that was me with a family, that would become where the loo went, to be perfectly honest. It's got a hanging rail there. Yeah, this is, you're getting into the realms of actually taking your own cottage away with you, to be honest. Very nicely put together, and we're back to a better quality fabric. Can you hear the difference? Nice fence all through. Again, just nice quality fabric. That feels good to touch. The clips are good quality. All these things really do make a difference, and that's the difference in price. But look at the size of it. Actually, considering the size, with the material that much better quality, it makes sense. It really does. And even quality for storm straps. Oh, what a lovely view. We're now moving on to camper. Okay, reasonable quality fabric. Not the very cheap stuff. I didn't even look. Are we air beam or are we poled for this one? Okay, so poled, but nice, sturdy looking poles. Okay, decent enough quality fabric for them to be run through so they won't get all caught up, which drives me mad. 329, lot of living space. That is a decent amount of big living space. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so actually quite like that pole version for the amount of space you get. Yeah. Again, you can take the central section down, make it 1 bedroom or 2. That's a nice little tent. Camper hailing for air, so I think we're looking at the same version but in the air beams. Now, although this front section isn't enclosed, it is a lot deeper than the ones we were looking at over there, so you're less likely to sort of get wet in here. I like the doorway, and again, nice living area. This living area isn't quite as big as the one we've just been in. Lovely, easy to hang bedroom section, well colour coordinated, which makes it so easy when you sort of take it out of the bag and it all looks upside down. Good quality poles sitting nicely. 425 for an air beam tent with the extra at the front. That's a good price. Yeah, I think that one's definitely worth it. Easy Camp. I don't know anything about Easy Camp. Not such a fan of their rods. Not as high quality. Again, a medium fabric. Wide. This is wider than most of the others we've looked at. And you have got the curtain there to fully enclose the front. Big living room again. Display model, $399, regularly $450. I like these. This is what I like at the Berg House. It's what I'm missing in a little teepee tent I'm trying this week. So many pockets to put things up out of the way so they don't get trodden on, don't get eaten by dogs, etc. Fairly standard bedrooms as we go now. Yeah, for that price, nice little tent. Easy Camp Hildra 5, so back to poles, quite a lot smaller, big front section. 230, you can't go wrong really for that, can you? Oh wow, that is a really good quality fabric. For that price, I'm impressed. I did not expect that. Okay, not quite the quality of the main outer. No, nice little tent, side door, front opening, and can't argue with that price. Yes, it's poled. You've got the pockets that I like. You've got the side entrance, the front entrance. Very good quality straps for pegging out. Nice to see. Decent quality vents. Again, the nice material. What they've done is put the quality material where it's needed, where it's going to have tension on it. Okay, considering I've not really had anything to do with Easy Camp, quite like their little tents. Outwell, back to Outwell. Now we looked at some of these, didn't we? So you've got a combination here. You've got poled for this front section and good quality poles, and then air beam for the rest. But I must say, that looks tiny. compared to what we've been seeing, but not everyone wants a large tent. So this is 2-person. You wouldn't get more than that in. I would struggle with the dogs to have a loo, to have a chair and my bed in. Nice quality. Right, it's a medium quality material. And again, back to sort of medium quality fittings. Yeah, not quite so impressed with that one compared to others. Larger version of the Outwell. I think this is quite a lot larger version. So we've jumped up massively. Got poles between the air beams. Interesting to see how that works, whether it does give a lot more structure. Obviously the air beams are supposed to move slightly to absorb the breeze, and they can still move forwards and backwards whilst they've got structure. That's quite a good idea. Nice quality fabric there. I'd say this is designed sort of, there's your 2 bedrooms and there's your loo section, as there's no ground sheet on that area. I like it. I like the work they put into it. Again, we're still only a mediocre fabric here though. Why skimp on the main section of the tent, where on the fabric around the beams is very good quality. Now $8.20 just seems a steep price, and that's got no outdoor porch, so you've got your living, but it is wide. It is a very wide tent. What have we got here? Another Outwell. Similar thing. Yeah, poles at front. That shows the mesh fly door. So we have got on this one an enclosed front section, which makes quite a difference. But you're looking at paying another 160 or so for that. So it would be deciding whether that's worth it for you. Nice looking tent, and actually it's got better quality fabric. Okay, that has got much better quality fabric, so you are getting more than just the front section for the extra 160. Right, let's carry on. There's more here than I expected. Pleasantly surprised. Very similar. There's people in there, I'm going to leave them to it. But yeah, that's that nice quality fabric. Just big version. Quick and quiet access door, and we've got a larger section at the back on there. So that is the Vermont 7 Air Premium Collection, and again you can tell by the quality of the fabric that it really is. Well, we've gone away from the Premium Collection, and you can tell you've lost quality in fabric. So much bigger scent, lower price, not the quality of fabric, but still very decent tent, nice sleep pods, nice front section, zippable and all air beam. Okay, $9.99. I don't know. I think I'd be wanting the better quality fabric for that personally. Got some windbreaks. Now I've seen these used very successfully. I had one of these, could not put it up on my own for the life of me. This I like. Dometic, oh, it's the Dometic, that's why. Dometic Pro windbreak, they can be used very, very successfully to make dog pens. But you're not cheap. 160 for 3 panels. And realistically, to make any sort of decent enclosure, you're going to need double that. So 320. I think when it came to that, I'd go for something made specifically for it. But that is nice quality compared to this one at £30. You really do get what you pay for with that one, don't you? Okay, let's go up this line. So we've got Cayman. Again, Cayman's not one I've had a lot to do with. Poled at the front, air beam inside, air beam at the top. Not seen that before, but it does effectively what those poles on the earlier one did. It just keeps a little bit of rigidity. Super, super nice quality fabric. That I like. Very good quality all round. Let's have a look in bedroom. Okay, that answered that one. That is not a bedroom. So this is all you get. But what a neat little tent. If you don't need anything more, so that is your bedroom and your living area with a section out the front to sit in. I like it. Really love the fabric quality. Can't see a price on it though. But yeah, something definitely a bit different. That's pretty interesting price on that one. Outdoor Revolution Cayman. Moving on. Outdoor Revolution again. Oxygen airframe. Back to the very mediocre quality fabric. So you've got the bedroom section in there, they're just not hung, so that back section would be bedroom. This is your living with the extra at the front, and not sealable at the front. Nice. What's the price on this one? £575, okay. So fair price for what it is. I like windows like that. Yeah. But I just loved that quality of fabric on the Cayman. I'm not going to go into all of them. So this is the Cayman, called that again, but completely different fabric, completely different style. Pole tent, 450 or 470 depending on height. Really, in my opinion, that wouldn't be worth it. Not compared to what else we've seen. Okay, it's driveway awning. That's white. So there we go. It might do if that's what you're looking for. So driveway awning. Yeah. Okay. Came in there light. That's mediocre fabric. 480, 500. No. I'm just feeling, having seen that other one with much better quality fabric, the prices don't seem to match up for me. But that's me personally. Nice to see one fully opened up. Pole version, between 370 and 410, depending on height. Is this driveway awning? Yes, it's a driveway awning again. I'm not convinced. Okay, it's not been put up massively well, but that windbreak is struggling far more than the one we looked at earlier. Head down the next line. Outwell. Outwell Frenzen. 310. Hold. Just your one section. Wouldn't take long to put up. And again, it's a driveway all in. It would be nice to see a little bit more info, telling me what's what. So I think actually all of these down here are driveways. Let's carry on looking. Very similar, old version. Same, yeah, beam Vango. So we're back to Vango. Air beam. 640 with carpet and footprint. Driveway awning. Seems a bit steep to me, but you're paying extra for the fabric of driveway. You have got decent storm straps, and if that actually really holds itself when you do drive away, then it's worth it. X-Way Pro Air Low. So this is a shelter. This is if you're going away with family and you want somewhere to sit in the evenings. This is a nice idea. You set your table up and basically have this as a kitchen. It's worth bearing in mind most campsites are going to charge you extra for it because it is basically another tent. We're looking at 780 with carpet and footprint. Not completely clear. X-Way Pro, so okay, fabric is good quality. Look at that, that's really nice. But there you're looking 840 to 880. But really useful, particularly if you're away with a family. So back to a tent now rather than driveway. What have we got here? Vango Galley Pro Air, 1100 with carpet and footprint. So it will have bedrooms to go in, they're just not hung. Big bedroom, actually, very big bedroom. Less living. So that's a compromise, but you have got fully sealable front here. Nice material. Yeah, nice all round actually, all the added touches. Okay. Another shelter. Beamed version. Cold version. It's struggling, isn't it? So whether that's just that it's not been put up particularly well, or that it would struggle with that, I'm afraid that one wouldn't sell it for me. Actually, all these poles are struggling. So if what we've just seen are the shelters, I'd definitely go for the air. Having said that, what's this? That is standing nicely. That's holding itself. Quest greenhouse 4-panel. Okay, the poled ones, that looks most promising to me, but you can see they're already at angles. 299 though, would do a job, wouldn't it? Back to the okay, mediocre fabric. Yeah. Decent anchor points, and actually can feel the frame within that, which explains why that's holding itself where the others aren't. Okay, it's driveway warning here. It's just for a bit of space. This is the sort of thing I wanted to go on my van, just so that if I'm sleeping in the van I can step out, have somewhere for the loo and get dressed standing up. That's a big price for what it is. And we're back to the cheap fabric. Yeah, that's a lot. Vango Airbnb Cove Low. Again, not great. Yeah, I'm not in love with these ones, I must say. I've just had a chat with one of the guys who works here. Really interesting. I've got a lovely selection here. It's nice to see something as well as the Go Outdoors ranges. They were saying price points. We're not seeing so much about really good fabric because people aren't necessarily wanting to pay for them. This is nice. Now look at that structure. That is sturdy. That's not going anywhere. Is this a tent or a driveway? I think it is the tent. I like that. Yeah. So it is a tent. Combination of air and poles. Slightly steep price to go with it, but that's not going anywhere, is it? So there we go. Vango Classic versus 950. I will apologise for having taken the side down by accident. Walk away slowly. Even that's a nice added feature. Brings you guys up nicely. Outwell Rome Collection Pine Hills. So this is a driveway awning. 310. Nice format. Does the job. Okay. Let's head inside. They haven't got too many accessories with them. We'll go and have a look at what they've got. Now the kids have been jumping on mats, so they're not all looking at their best. That's Skyfall. It's holding its shape pretty well actually, isn't it? Whereas the poor old Vango Shangri-La one I really like. Not looking quite so happy, but then it won't do. Just close. I'll close up. Okay. And have a look at what they've got inside. Quite a wide variety of chairs. I'm not going to look too much of chairs and things. That's something you can come and see for yourself far more easily in shop. It's just nice to see such a range of tents up. I said that I wasn't going to look at chairs, but I've just sat in a couple. These tub chairs, I have got a big round one, but it's big enough I can actually curl up in it. All of those over there sit you way too far back. I have just found something very comfortable though. Not that I need one right now. But that is one comfortable chair and easily movable to bring it nice and upright for me. So there you go. I did end up having a quick look at chairs. There you go everyone. Hope you enjoyed your walk around with us. That was definitely worth doing. Sometimes you just need to get your hands on these tents to feel the quality, feel the difference. You really do get what you pay for, and sometimes they give you a different feeling. It can be near identical tents, but it gives you a different feeling inside. The staff here have been absolutely brilliant. I haven't gone away with another tent thankfully, but I have picked up the Vango Shangri-La again, the 15, which is the one I've had before. And what I'll do is when I get back to the campsite, I'll show you the difference and why I've gone for it again.
Well, you said you wanted a race.
So, guys, take care everyone. I'll see you all soon.